With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told. He's taken down back shy of the 20.
Come on, set, 90, roll, 50. Crunch time, defense. Ready, go.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Chopper. At the 17-yard line. Check, crunch, squeeze, get in there. Got it.
Now a give to Jacobs running right. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. They'll look to throw. And he's got his man Hilton. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
And a key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from the 3 and out. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup.
2nd and 4. It's caught inside the 25. That goes for a gain of 31. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. Does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. On 2nd down, Ingram gets around him. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive time. Timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Bring it up. Ready, go.
On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Back to throw.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Watch the safety creep.
They go with Jacobs, and he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They only get a hard-fought yard, but that's all they needed. It pays off the decision to go for it, 1st and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they come up now 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Ingram. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
This Jet defense so far standing tall. They need another stop now, 3rd and goal. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
Here we go. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go. 15-1. 59.
Check 31.
Go. Go.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
On the double.
Mike 50.
Watch the screen.
On 2nd down, Swift. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Set, ready, 30 base.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
On third down, Swift. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on fourth down. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I out of touch a little bit?
It's all right.
All right, grease board, heck, computer, exactly what you want, though. Score on your first drive, stop them on the first drive defensively.
Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
61, matchbox, right. Now, it's motion. Zoom, fellas, let's go. Stand, go.
On play action, they'll throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. They'll look to throw here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
A running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll try the left side. Swift. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder coming up at halftime, it's the season debut of the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, as we look ahead to all the action coming up this opening weekend. And, of course, we'll also take a look back at this first half. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Here's Matt Bosher now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
And all the way down to the 39. It's a big run there by McCoy. So they dig a little deeper in the playbook there, get the wide receiver the ball, running it, and it proves fruitful.
Love the call. When you've got a guy who has running back skills, you want him to touch the ball as well, not just out wide where you throw it to him. Make sure you hand it to him or toss it to him and let him go to work.
They'll run on first down. It's Jacobs, and he's taken down inside the 30. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
They run it with Jacobs. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
On first down, Jacobs. And he's going to go down in the field of play. So they say no to the field goal try. And now time has run out on this first half. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. And we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go. Let's go.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll keep it on the ground. Swift, and they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Check like 54. Coaching spill. Let's go. He's coming. He's coming. He's coming. We got double up. Shit. Go. Check. Lucky. Check 52. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Kill.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Here we go. Check. Break down. Set. Go. Tighten up.
They run the counter. Swift. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be 4th down. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Let's take it inside his own 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Squeeze, double. Hey, watch it. Check.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They were looking for Johnson that time, but it's going to be second down. 2nd and 11. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
50's the mic. 50's the mic. Hey, watch the slant. Check 3. Check 3. Alert 3. Alert 3.
They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. Room to run past midfield. And finally down at the 32-yard line. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Steelers' 32-yard line. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And he'll give it here to his running back. Into the secondary again. And finally taken down at the 15. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a 1st down. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15.
Yeah.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Now.
Now a give right side. Swift. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's a loss of 8 yards there to bring up 3rd. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the 4th quarter. The Jets on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. And to give this time to the tailback. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A rough go there on 3rd down. Another example of just a dominant performance by this defense.
Yeah, you hear all the time about teams that try to steal signals from the other side and try and learn their signs and their tendencies. It's almost like they get the answers to the exam the night before and were well prepared for this final.
So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. He'll have a first down past the 40, the 40, 20, 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. T.Y. Hilton, 73 yards. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Under 10, 10.
Now a give right side. Swift. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning.
Switch it.
And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
Let's go, D.
to throw. And that will be incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Here's Logan Cook now, standing just outside his own goal line. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here.
Ready.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Ricky.
On second down now, Swift. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a 6-yard pickup to get him back to the original line of scrimmage with third down coming up. Throwing his lock on third down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up fourth down. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Matt Bosher now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack. Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this one. Everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
Oh, my God. That ain't going to show the play.
So for Pittsburgh, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they obviously...
You better move. Ooh.